Hello and welcome to episode 2 of the Shaw Academy social media updates with me, Daniel Byrne. And this week we're going to be looking at the big news stories that have been breaking in the world of social media from Monday right through to October 9th, which is Friday. Now, to start off, we had some big news coming up from Facebook this week, and some of you might have seen that Facebook were releasing something they call reactions. So this now allows users to express a wider range of emotions than just a like. People, they wanted to express empathy, they wanted to express sympathy, they wanted to express excitement, and now you can do this with what they're calling reactions. And unfortunately for the rest of the world, this is just being tested in Ireland and Spain. And myself over here in Dublin, I've had great fun looking at this over the past 12 and a half hours. It's now midday. So you can see that these are the range of emotions we are dealing with currently. We have like, we have love, we have ha, we have yay, we have wow, we have sad, and we have angry. And what Facebook have said is they've picked these 7 because these are the words we use most on comments, and this is what they feel would best express our kind of general feelings towards statuses, towards updates. So you can see, rather than if you might like something more than just like it, you might love it. You might find something funny, so rather than just like it, you can send a ha. If you think something is amazing or you think someone's achieved, you might look at yay or wow. And rather than like something where someone is posting a sad update, you have sad, or if they're posting something that's a bit rage-inducing, you can send an angry face as well. And what this actually looks like, because traditionally we just had a kind of like count, we had comments, and then we also had a share count. But now we're kind of seeing this panelled right across. You can see we've got 186 likes, 13 has, 5 loves, 2 yays, 1 wow, and 60 comments. So it is kind of expanding on Facebook a little bit more. It does give users a bit more range to actually play with. And the reason this is currently being tested in Ireland and Spain, and I kid you not, this is because Facebook's data shows that people in Ireland and Spain have the least amount of friends outside of their own country. So a lot of people in the US, a lot of people in the likes of the UK would have friends on Facebook outside of their native countries, and they just feel that Ireland and Spain, rather than having it come up on people's news feeds, might only show up in Ireland and Spain. Moving into story 2, we're going to look at Twitter, and it's been a pretty big week for Twitter overall. This man is back in the frame. Yes, Jack Dorsey is back as the CEO of Twitter, the founding member at Jack. He is back as the CEO. He was the kind of temporary CEO for a period of time, and now he's back as the permanent CEO. He's also made amends with Ev Williams, it seems to be. They had a long-standing feud previously, but everything seems to be okay on their front now. And his first change as CEO was to bring in bigger emojis in direct messages, which is kind of a weird update. It's something we didn't see coming, but it's also something we feel might kind of lead towards longer tweets. Twitter previously dropped the 160 character limit on DMs to now be kind of unlimited. So customer service is a lot easier. So we feel that this might kind of be the first steps in moving towards longer tweets. A second change that has kind of been really interesting to see, and it's one that's only come out in the last couple of days, has been Twitter Moments. Now, Twitter Moments brings the biggest news that is breaking to the masses. So you imagine that when we look at Twitter, we see what the people we're following are saying. But now we're going to see what the world is saying. We have 5 categories that Twitter Moments is broken down to. It's today, news, fun, entertainment, and sports. So we can see things like today, I think the one they used in the example was a year in the International Space Station. So they took moments, really, really big moments over the year for the International Space Station, such as the launch of new astronauts going up. They had a video of over the Aurora Borealis or the Northern Lights, and they just had the astronauts up in the space station. So it was kind of a few big moments in there anyway. So we can see that these categories, it's kind of taking away from traditional mainstream news outlets to allow Twitter to be kind of the one place to go for news. And I think it's going to be really good to see what's going on. And this began launch on October 6th, and it's a staggered launch. It started with the US, and it's now being kind of rolled out across the world. And you can find mentions on twitter.com, and you can also find it on the mobile applications by clicking the lightning button. It should be appearing up there over the next couple of days for everyone. Now, Twitter kind of released something else that they're kind of looking at, and I know what you can see here. And one word that's standing out in this, well, not really standing out, it's up there, is Amplify. Now, Twitter are scaling up their Amplify service, and I'm really, really excited to see this. And I have a couple of reasons for being excited about this. Now, Amplify is a service that brings the big moments to the people. So you can imagine that last night, which was Thursday, in Ireland, we had a magical moment. We bet Germany in the Euro qualifiers, Shane Long doing the business for us. Um, Amplify would bring this moment. It would involve a partner or a publisher, and they'd take the moment. So say they take Shane Long scoring the goal, and they'd, if you were following, so say the FAI's account, they tweet that out. But with Amplify, it goes beyond their followers. It goes out to people who are tweeting about it. It goes out to people who they feel it's relevant to. So it's targeted. But there's also advertising associated with this. So what we're looking at now is publishers can now monetize their content. They can actually make money off these 6-second videos. So we can see these couple of partners here. So we have the likes of Outside Television, MTV, FX, Weather Channel, IGN, TechCrunch, BuzzFeed, and Mashable, to name just a few. But now what's happening is they're putting advertising in front of these 6-second clips, and it's sponsored almost. So now people are coming and seeing, they get the clip and sponsored by whoever. And advertisers now can, rather than going and approaching the publisher, they can just select the category that they want. They can select the clip and they can promote that just as easily. And that's kind of the big news that's come out of Twitter this week. And I think it's definitely going to be interesting to see how this develops over the coming months. But that has been it for me today. As I said, my name is Daniel Byrne. I'm a social media educator here at the Shaw Academy. And if you have any questions about today's articles or anything to do with the world of social media marketing, please do feel free to pop me through an email. Otherwise, I'll see you in class.